I just spent fucking 35 minutes recording this segment, and I look down at my audio mixer, and the audio is not plugged in. I did not push that stupid 48-volt button to turn my microphone on, and all of that is wasted. So now I'm doing this section quicker and angrier than I did before. Okay, let me get one thing clear. The Miami Heat blow. We talked about in the last episode yesterday before the finals happened, who touches more balls when they're not supposed to, Anthony Davis or Bam Adebayo. It was the correct answer was no one. They were supposed to touch balls because they all fucking suck so much. Insert the word right here. That the Miami Heat are garbage. How did they make it this far? I understand that the bubble has been very conducive to young shooters. Young shooters have overperformed in the bubble so much more than they would have under normal circumstances. They don't have the pressure of the fans. They don't have all of the things that veteran players get an advantage in. So the Denver Nuggets, the Miami Heat, the young teams that can shoot the ball well have done so much better than they should have. But the Miami Heat are too fucking small. They're too short. They're all 3 to 4 inches shorter than the people they're guarding. Early in the game, Jimmy Butler's in the low block guarding Dwight Howard. Dwight got the start. He only had 2 points, but I think he had 7 rebounds, something like that. But I mean, just the thought of Jimmy Butler guarding Dwight Howard in the low block is absolutely, this is a reverse camera, absolutely preposterous. I mean, did you guys see that to end the first, or was it to end the half? I can't remember. I think it might have been to end the half. Kyle Kuzma can't get the layup in time, and LeBron James gets his freaking nutsack up on top of the rim for a reverse slam. He got his fucking nutsack on the backboard, and the play didn't even count. That's how much they do not care. That's how much they do not care about this game. Let me fix that. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll go back to the segments we talked about last time. Was I right? Was I wrong? Who sucks more? Tyler Hero sucks the most. Tyler Hero sucks. He made 1, 2 threes maybe. I'll be honest, I didn't watch any of the fourth quarter. I was just doing my biology homework because, I mean, they went on a 75-30 run to end the half. In the third quarter, they more than doubled. Yeah, I can do math. I mean, they more than doubled the Miami Heat's points, and it was the bench. LeBron went to the bench, and they pulled up garbage players. I mean, as a huge Lakers fan, I'll give them credit. They shot the ball very well. But I haven't supported them all year. Maybe because I'm a hater. Maybe because I knew that it was just going to wait for the finals to happen because they all play well in the playoffs and the finals. Danny Green unlocked Danny Green. Every time Danny Green makes the finals, he's amazing. Every time he's in the playoffs and it's not the finals, he sucks dick. He's terrible. I often think to myself, well, these players they're all making deals with the devil, right? They all hey man, I want to make the NBA, and the devil's like, all right, I'm coming down to Georgia, we're making the NBA, but I have to take something away from you. And they're like, okay. Carmelo Anthony's like, you'll be her first ballot Hall of Famer, you score a shit ton of points, but you'll never win a championship. And Carmelo's like, yeah, I can probably beat the devil. So he tries, and he can't. LeBron James is like, hey man, I want to make the finals every year, but give me a garbage team. And he's like, yeah. And sometimes LeBron does a Rick Sanchez, and he reverts the devil's curse, and he gets a good squad, and he wins a championship, like when he was in Miami, and this year. Jimmy Butler said, hey man, I feel bad for him. He said, hey man, I'm homeless, let me make the NBA. And he's like, I got you. Jimmy Butler makes the NBA. Amazing story. Jimmy Butler is definitely an icon. 30th pick in the first round. I love Jimmy Butler. He's too intense for every team, so they trade him. He finally gets to a team where they're all so young. They're so young that he can just whip them to do whatever he wants. Anything he wants, they'll do, because they're all like young white kids. And they're like, oh, I want to be black. I want to be black. Oh my God, I'm in the NBA. I want to be like Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero. I mean, Duncan Robinson. I like Duncan Robinson. He reminds me a lot of myself. A piece of shit, terrible shooter, and white. I feel bad for him, man. I mean, this was the year of the young team. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The bubble has been so conducive to young shooting teams. There's none of the advantages that a veteran would have in a normal NBA playoff series have been allowed in the bubble. There's no large crowds. There's no like high pressure moments where just being there before will really help you. So the Denver Nuggets, the Miami Heat, they can shoot. They're young. They have fresh legs. They can run. They can play. Like Jamal Murray played 710 minutes, the most by far of anyone in the playoffs this year. He's young. He can run. Eventually, he had an injury. He faked an injury because he knew he was getting trounced by LeBron. But the Miami Heat are running the same problem. They're not tall enough. They're too young. I don't know how they're going to bounce back because, I mean, I'm 20. If I was in that situation, I would give the fuck up. I just would. You can't come back. I mean, I think I've always said that the Lakers will win in 5. Hey man, it might be 4. I thought the Miami Heat would scrape out Game 3, but are they injuries or are they fake injuries? I don't know. But they're banged up, man. Goran Dragic didn't even come back out of the locker room. I didn't even see him get hurt. He had like a foot injury. Bam Adebayo fell, and he has a shoulder injury now. Tyler Hero got his PB sucked too hard by that one girl he brought into the bubble. Jimmy Butler didn't even bring a family into the bubble. He's just angry. Miles Leonard isn't playing and is standing for the national anthem. They're fucked. The Heat are fucked.